Arming teachers is something that comes up in the media, in the conversation, and certainly on social media in the wake of every tragedy that happens on a school campus. It doesn't matter if it's grammar school, high school, or even a university. Everyone wants to talk about what can we do to stop the next spree killer? What can we do to stop the idea of even occurring to the next would-be spree killer about coming in and finding unprotected targets on a school campus? One of the things that comes up is teachers with guns. But there's a big difference between teachers with guns and the idea of arming teachers. Arming teachers really isn't a solution. The idea that you're going to come in and make school security the responsibility of the educator is nonsensical. Now, what does make sense is promoting the right to carry. Every individual has a right to self-defense, and we know that advocating for armed defense is something that we've been talking about for a long time, and we've had a lot of success in the United States expanding, or should I say regaining, our right to carry a concealed firearm for personal defense or the defense of others that we care about. Over the past 30 years, we've seen an incredible growth in the right to carry a defensive firearm all across the United States. We've seen many states go from having no permit capacity at all to having the shall issue right to carry. In other words, people don't have to justify why they want to carry a gun for personal defense. And we have over a dozen states where it's now legal to carry a firearm without any kind of permit process whatsoever. It's called constitutional carry, and it's the ultimate expression of the right to carry. And to me, this is the issue at the heart of teachers with guns. We should have a national right to carry. If someone is legally able to carry a gun when they're not at work, they should not be prohibited from carrying that firearm to defend themselves or others at work. And that includes teachers and school staff. We've already seen a huge movement across college campuses in the U.S. to allow people who have legal right to carry off campus to carry when they're at school. Now, certainly I'm not advocating for school children being armed, but those teachers that are on the campus, the teachers that obviously care about themselves and care incredibly about the students that they're there to educate, they should have the opportunity to defend themselves in this worst case scenario. And I know that a lot of them would seek out the extra training they would need to raise their competency level to be as effective as possible in an active shooter event at their school, not only to protect themselves, but also to protect the children. Now, we could talk about what the worst case scenarios are, the crossfires, the confusion when the police arrive. But at the end of the day, denying someone the right to have a firearm if they're properly trained and if they're motivated to use it to defend themselves or others is a crime. We need right to carry across the United States, and that includes our schools. The idea of arming teachers or going into a school system and designating certain teachers as responsible for security doesn't make any sense to me. Teachers have a hard enough job just trying to educate the kids in our school system, and that's what their passion should be. That's what their focus should be. But we need to allow them the right to defend themselves as best they can, and I know that that would make a difference in terms of protecting our schools as well.